In this video today, we're going to be talking about things that you can do when you do get a bad review on VRBO. Coming up. All right, welcome back to the YouTube channel, you guys. I'm Jason with Greater Nixa Homes, and on this channel, we talk about all things real estate from Nixa down to Branson. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, join the rest of the ranks here that have been coming in this year, 2021. We are trying to push for 1,000 subscribers, my ultimate goal by the end of this year. We've reached our first goal of 100, and I'm super excited about everybody that's been joining here lately. Leave me a comment down below if this is the first time you're discovering me, or if you've been watching for a while and you finally decided to commit hitting that little red button. So I appreciate it. Makes my ego just feel fantastic. So, all right, let's get into the content for today. Bad reviews on VRBO. This is something that, a lot of my vacation rental clients have been concerned about because, what happens if I get a bad review? Well, that's exactly why I'm making this video, because it will happen. Okay. You have to understand that you're not going to be able to please everybody. You're in a customer service industry, but I just want to go over some key things that you will probably want to keep in mind when that bad review does come in. So let's talk about it. All right. So first tip is just take a breath. The worst thing that you can do when you get that bad review, as soon as you see it, is immediately go in and respond in the moment and the emotions that you're feeling in that moment. You get personal hurt inside. Oh, my baby, it just got a bad review, and you want to, go on the defense, mama bear mode or papa bear mode, however you're watching this. But you want to try to, just take a step back, calm down, and realize that, it's gonna happen, and then be able to have some constructive ways to be able to address it head on without getting all of that emotion wrapped up in it. That's the worst thing you're gonna do, is try to put a big long paragraph response to defend your beautiful, perfect home that nobody could ever find anything wrong with, right? So just make sure you take a breath and realize that it's not the end of the world, and we're gonna get through it, okay? That's tip number one. All right, tip number two is just take a step back and look at the review objectively. If the review itself was just kind of a neutral review, but didn't really have any negative comments, they gave you like a 3-star instead of a 5-star, but they didn't really give you anything to really go on, then I would just leave it alone, right? But if you got a bad review plus, the bad negative comment in there, you look at it objectively and maybe go through the rest of your reviews and see if maybe one of your other guests had mentioned the same thing, but it just didn't bother them as much. It was on a great review, right? But if you're getting the same thing hitting time after time, then it's definitely something you're going to want to address head on and let them know exactly what you intend to do to make it right. Just make sure that you're communicating, because lack of communication can actually make people think that you could care less, right? And that's not what you want to do. So, just be prepared to write some good feedback, and it will show your dedication to your hospitality in the end, I think, So that's tip number two. All right, the last tip number three, is be forward focused with your response. You want to give them some insight on what you're planning to do moving forward, and keeping your future guests knowing exactly what they're going to be able to expect when they book your property as well. So keep that always in the forefront of your mind as you're writing your response, what you plan and are intending on doing to make sure that that never happens again. I know that, responding with grace is easier said than done. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet and be the bigger person. I've worked in the customer service industry for a long, long time before I got into real estate. I was a server. And so I know on one side where everybody wants to say, well, the customer is always right. And being a server, you have to kind of smile, grin, and bear it, and try to figure out how to resolve that situation and give them exactly what they want. But being in that industry for a very long time, you realize that how many people there are in the world that are looking for a freebie. There's got to be a balance there. Just know when you get into this business, though, that you're going to have to take the good with the bad. But it's not going to be the end of the world if you follow these guidelines. I've got a whole blog that kind of goes into this a little more detail. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link for it down in the description below. And I've got tons of other great videos on vacation rental investing. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link for it right up here in the corner for you, okay? All right, that's going to be it for today, guys. Check back next Monday for more videos coming your way. We're cranking them out now. We're back in the studio solid. I've been a little busy having a baby the last 2-3 weeks. I've been out of commission, so I haven't been able to crank out as many videos as I would like, but we are pressing forward now. 2021 has been just a huge blessing so far. I've really enjoyed making these videos, and I hope that you enjoy watching them. All right, so until next week, I'll see you next time. I'm Jason with Greater Nixa Homes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.